Do you know about the different categories of risk that organizations face? Today, we're diving into this crucial aspect of business planning. Just like a puzzle, managing an organization involves putting together numerous pieces. One such piece, often overlooked, is understanding the various categories of risk. Risk, in its simplest form, refers to the possibility of something going wrong. In an organization, these risks can be grouped into broader categories, each with specific subcategories. This structure allows organizations to focus on different areas of risk management more effectively. Understanding risk categories is like having a map for a journey. It helps business leaders to anticipate possible roadblocks, plan ahead, and make informed decisions. It's about knowing where the pitfalls might be and preparing for them. From strategic to operational, financial to compliance and legal risks, each category presents unique challenges and opportunities, so buckle up as we dissect these risk categories, starting with strategic risks. First up is strategic risk. These are risks that can fundamentally challenge an organization's ability to compete. Let's delve deeper into the three main types of strategic risk: business model risk, reputational risk, and market risk. Business model risk is the first one. This type of risk involves changes in the competitive landscape, shifts in customer preferences, or evolving market conditions. For instance, a business that fails to adapt to a digital-first market could face significant business model risk, potentially leading to a loss of market share. Next, we have reputational risk. This risk could damage an organization's brand and is often due to negative publicity, ethical issues, or customer dissatisfaction. A classic example of this would be a restaurant failing health inspections, leading to negative media coverage and subsequently damaging their reputation. Last in this category, we have market risk. This is associated with changes in market conditions, including demand fluctuations, pricing volatility, and shifts in market trends. For instance, a sudden change in consumer taste in the fashion industry can lead to unsold inventory, impacting the bottom line. All these strategic risks have the potential to change the game for an organization. They can disrupt the status quo and force businesses to adapt or risk becoming obsolete. Remember, the ability to identify and manage these risks can be a game changer, turning potential threats into opportunities. That was all about strategic risks. Next up, we have operational risks. Operational risks are the second category we're diving into. These are risks associated with the day-to-day operations of an organization. Let's start with process risk. This type of risk involves the internal processes that keep your organization running smoothly. Picture a manufacturing line where a machine malfunctions, or a delivery service where a vital route is blocked. These are instances where inefficiencies, human error, or system failures can disrupt operations and result in significant losses. Next up is people risk. This is about the human element in your organization. Imagine a star employee deciding to leave without notice, or cases of misconduct that disrupt the workplace harmony. These are scenarios where employee performance, turnover, or misconduct can shake the very foundation of your organization. Finally, we have IT and system risk. This is the risk that stems from your organization's technology infrastructure. Imagine a scenario where your company's data is breached or your website crashes during peak traffic hours. These are situations where system breakdowns or data breaches can lead to severe operational disruptions and reputational damage. In essence, operational risks are all about the potential hiccups in your organization's day-to-day functioning. They might appear mundane compared to other risk categories, but their impact can be just as significant. Identifying, managing, and mitigating these risks can help ensure the stability and longevity of your organization. That covers operational risks. Moving on, we're going to talk about financial risks. The third category on our list is financial risk. These risks pertain to an organization's finances and financial transactions. First off, we have liquidity risk. This is the risk concerning an organization's cash flow and its ability to meet financial obligations. For instance, imagine a company that's heavily invested in assets that are hard to sell quickly. If a sudden need for cash arises, such as an unexpected debt, the company might struggle to liquidate these assets in time, leading to a liquidity crisis. Next up is credit risk. This is the risk associated with the default of customers, suppliers, or other counterparties. If a major client fails to pay their invoices, or a key supplier goes bankrupt, it can cause significant financial strain. For example, a company that sells high-end electronics on credit might face credit risk if a large number of customers default on their payments. Lastly, we have market risk. This is the risk related to financial market fluctuations, including changes in interest rates, currency exchange rates, or commodity prices. Imagine an export business that relies heavily on a stable exchange rate. If the home country's currency suddenly strengthens, the price of its products might skyrocket in foreign markets, leading to decreased sales. All these risks can be mitigated with careful planning, prudent financial management, and robust risk assessment strategies. Remember, the key to successful risk management is to anticipate, prepare, and adapt. That's a wrap on financial risks. Up next, we're exploring compliance and legal risks. Last but certainly not least, we have compliance and legal risks. These relate to the legal and regulatory environment in which an organization operates. Now, let's delve a little deeper. First up, we have regulatory risk. This is all about compliance with laws and regulations that impact an organization's operations. For instance, imagine a pharmaceutical company. It's not just about creating the next big wonder drug. They also have to navigate a maze of healthcare regulations, from drug safety standards to advertising rules. If they don't comply, they could face penalties, product recalls, or even business closure. Then, we have legal risk. This involves the potential for lawsuits, legal disputes, or breaches of contractual obligations. Think about a construction company. They sign contracts promising to deliver projects on time, but if they run into delays and breach their contract, they could be sued for damages. Or consider a retailer accused of selling faulty products. They could face a class action lawsuit, which can lead to substantial financial loss and damage to their reputation. These examples illustrate how compliance and legal risks can have serious consequences for an organization. It's not just about financial loss. It's also about reputational damage, operational disruption, and even potential business failure. That covers our final category, compliance and legal risks. Let's summarize what we've learned. We've covered a lot of ground today discussing the major risk categories organizations face. Let's have a quick recap. Strategic risks, including business model, reputational, and market risks, can greatly impact an organization's competitive position and brand reputation. Operational risks, such as process, people, and IT and system risks, can hinder efficiency and productivity, affecting the overall functionality of an organization. Financial risks, encompassing liquidity, credit, and market risks, can affect an organization's financial stability and ability to meet obligations. Lastly, compliance and legal risks, including regulatory and legal risks, can lead to potential legal disputes and non-compliance penalties. In essence, understanding these categories of risk is pivotal for any organization. It allows for the identification and management of potential challenges, securing the organization's future. Remember, understanding these risk categories can help you better protect your organization and plan for the future. Thanks for tuning in.